Good morning, class 12. Today I am going to start your financial management class. Financial management class 12 related to business studies. Now, see business finance. Money or fund available for a business for its operation is called finance. It is indispensable for survival and growth of business. For production and distribution of goods and meeting day-to-day expense, financial management is required. Financial management is called lifeblood of business. As without blood we cannot able to survive, in the same way without finance no business can be able to survive. It involved by fixed assets and raw material and maintain working capital. Financial management include those business activities that are concerned with acquisition and conservation of capital funds in meeting the financial need and overall objective of our business enterprise. Aims of financial management. Number 1, reduce cost of fund procured. Number 2, keep risks under control. Number 3, achieve effective employment of fund. Number 4, ensure availability of sufficient fund while avoiding idle fund. Now, what are the objectives of financial management? Primary object, to maximize wealth of a owner in a long run. Wealth maximization concept. Owners of company are the shareholders. The term wealth refers to wealth of owners as reflected by the market price of their shares. The market price of share is linked to the three basic financial decisions. Now, investment decision. Resources are scarce and can be put to alternate use. Now, as number 1 decision is investment decision. Investment decision means resources are very little and can be put to alternative use. A firm must choose where to invest so as to earn the highest possible profit. Investment decision relate to decision about how the firm's fund are invested in different assets, that is different investment proposal. This investment decision has two components. One is working capital decision. This working capital decision is a short-term investment decision. In a working capital decision, current assets are involved. Capital budgeting decision, that is long-term investment decision. Now, factor affecting investment decision. Cash flow of the project. The series of cash receipt and payment over the life of an investment proposal should be considered and analyzed for selecting the best proposal. Rate of return. The expected return from each proposal and risks involved in them should be taken into account to select the best proposal. Now, rate of return. As I have already discussed, next criteria of investment decision is investment criteria involved. The various investment proposals are evaluated on the basis of capital budgeting technique. These involve calculation regarding investment amount, interest rate, cash flow, rate of return, etc. Next, financial decision. Financial decisions are decisions with respect to quantum of finance or composition of fund from various long-term sources. Short-term working capital financial management. Financial decision involved decision whether or not to use a combination of ownership and borrowed fund, determining their precious ratio. Firm need a judicial mix of debt and equity as next debt involve financial risks of default on payment of interest on borrowed fund and the repayment of the principal amount, whereas flotation cost, the cost involved in issuing security such as broker commission, underwriter fees, expenses on prospectus, etc. are called flotation cost. Higher the flotation cost, less attractive in the source of finance. Now next is a dividend decision. Dividend is the portion of divisible profit that is distributed to owners, that is the shareholder. Its a result in current income of the shareholder. Retained earning, proportion of profit kept in that is reinvested in the business for this business. Dividend decision, whether to distribute earning to shareholder as dividend or retain earning to finance long-term profit of the firm, must be done keeping in mind the firm overall objective of maximizing the shareholder wealth. Now next, factor affecting dividend decision. Number 1, earning. Component having high and stable earning could declare high rate of dividend as dividend are paid out of current and past earning. Next, number 2, stability of dividend. Companies generally follow the policy of stable dividend. The dividend per share is not altered and changed. In case earning change by small proportion or increase in earning is temporary in nature. Growth prospectus. In case there are growth prospectus for the company in near future, it will retain its earning and thus no or less dividend will be declared. Cash flow positions. Dividend involve an outflow of cash and thus availability of adequate cash is the most requirement for declaration of dividend. Number 5, preference of shareholder. While deciding about dividend, the preference of shareholders are also taken into account. In case of shareholder desire for dividend, the company may go for declaring the same. Next factor for dividend decision, taxation policy. A company is required to pay tax on dividend declared by it. If the tax on dividend is higher, company will prefer to pay less by way of dividends. Whereas if tax rates are lower, then more dividend can be declared by the company. Number 7, issue of bonus share. Companies with large reserve may also distribute bonus share to increase their capital base as it signifies growth of the company and enhance its reputation also. Number 8, legal constraint. Under provision of Company Act, all earning cannot be distributed and the company has to provide for various reserves. The limit the capacity of companies declare dividend. Financial planning. It involves preparation of a financial blueprint of the organization. It is the process of estimating the fund requirement of a business and determining the possible sources from which it can be raised. Now, financial planning. It involves preparation of financial blueprint. As you know very well, financial planning actually plan related with the finance. Object of financial planning to ensure availability of fund whenever they are required, include estimation of the fund required for different purpose, long term assets, working capital requirement is required financial planning. Estimate the time at which these funds need to be made available. Specify source of this fund. To see that the firm does not raise resources unnecessarily, shortage of fund, firm cannot meet its payment obligations. Surplus fund do not earn return but adds to cost. Importance of financial planning. To ensure availability adequate fund at the right time is required is depend on the financial planning. To see that the firm does not raise fund unnecessarily. Number 3, it provides policies and procedure for the sound administration of finance function. It result importance of financial planning. To ensure availability of adequate fund at the right time is required is depend on the financial planning. To see that the firm does not raise fund unnecessarily. It provides policies and procedure for the sound administration of financial function. It results in preparation of plans for future. Thus, new project can be undertaken smoothly. It attempts to achieve a balance between inflow and outflow of funds. Adequate liquidity is ensured throughout the year. It serves as the basis of financial control. The financial management attempts to ensure utilization of funds in tune with the financial plan. On the basis of ownership fund, owners fund plus borrowed fund is known as capital structure. Owners fund equal to equity share capital plus preference share capital plus reserve and surplus. Fixed capital refers now. Another topic of financial management is fixed capital. Fixed capital refers to investment in long-term assets. Investment in fixed assets is for longer duration and they must be financed through long-term source of capital. Decisions relating to fixed capital involve huge capital fund and are not reversible without incurring heavy losses. Factor affecting requirement of fixed capital. Number 1, working capital refers to the capital required for day-to-day working of an organization. Apart from the investment in fixed assets, every business organization need to invest in current assets which can be converted into cash or cash equivalent within a period of 1 year. They provide liquidity to the business. Working capital is of two types: gross working capital and net working capital. Investment in all current assets is called gross working capital, whereas the excess of current assets over current liability is called net working capital. Following are the factors which affect working capital requirement of an organization. Number 1, nature of business. A trading organization needs a lower amount of working capital as compared to manufacturing organization, as trading organization undertakes no processing work. Scale of operation. An organization operating on large scale will require more inventory and thus its working capital requirement will be more as compared to small organizations. Next factor of working capital: credit allowed. If credit is allowed by a concern to its customer, then it will require more working capital, but if goods are sold on cash basis, then less working capital is required. Credit availed. If a firm is able to purchase raw materials on credit from its supplier, then less working capital will be required. Inflation. Working capital requirement is also determined by price level changes. For example, during inflation, price of raw material, wages also rise, resulting in increase in working capital. Operating cycle. Turnover of working capital. Turnover means speed with which the working capital is converted into cash by sale of goods. If it is speedier, then the amount of working capital required will be less. I hope you people have understand the topic. I will continue your next topic in next video. Till then, keep practicing, stay healthy. Thank you.